Hey guys. I'm just kidding. Oh man. Okay, headphones on. Serious time. Hi everybody. Welcome to Take Notes. Notes. My name is Ilya. This is my co-host Jeff. Co-host. And we are doing a entrepreneurial / advice podcast, and we don't know exactly what it's gonna be yet. But I guess time will tell. And for
Start over.
No, this is good. And for the first one, I'm gonna be interviewing Jeff, and he's gonna be interviewing me. And I think it'll be interesting because Jeff was my ex-employee.
Twice.
Technically one time. You were my employee. I fired you twice. We'll talk about that.
Got it.
But he was my ex-employee, and I want to know what he thinks of me, and he wants to know what I think of him. So, I guess we can start by saying like how we met. Obviously, you came in for the interview.
Yeah, came in for the interview. I needed a new job. I needed a little bit more money, and I left a really good job where I lost a lot of money, and I started to work for you.
What was a really good job?
CVS. That's a great company
Yeah,
to
but
work
you were
for.
okay. But you were.
I could have moved up. I couldn't really move up with you.
Okay, but you left a job that was paying you the same amount that you got hired into.
I know, and I don't know why I did that. I did it because you have like such a powerful presence, like at the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I went back and I told everybody, I'm like, yeah, if he calls me, I'm quitting tomorrow. Like there's something about you that was like really.
That's funny.
Yeah, like professional too. But then you get to know you and you're anything but.
That's not true.
In situations. It's situational.
Sure, with you it was, I feel like, but not with anybody else. I'm like super professional.
Yeah.
Insane,
no,
insanely professional.
Yeah, like crazy professional. But now that I know you like outside of work, it's different.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't see you as like a professional.
While we're on that note, a lot of people I would assume are coming from David's vlogs, and
I'm not Dima.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. I think a lot of people perceive me as like
drunk,
an alcoholic,
yeah.
like genuinely,
which is
completely wrong. Like
everyone asked me that too.
Well, people, when they meet me, they're like, "Yo, are you drunk right now?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I never drink." And the only reason I really do it is like to show off for David, like when he's in town.
To show off?
Yeah, to show off.
What do you mean?
Because I like look up to him in a sense. And
but why does getting like really drunk? I thought you just did it more for the vlog. What is like getting drunk show?
Sure. I mean, it is for the vlog, but
that's why you got this apartment,
right?
To show off.
Sure.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is insane.
Yeah,
but not the apartment wasn't for him. But like when I get drunk for him, it's like to show off. It's like to show off for him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, I fucking hate drinking. Like,
yeah,
I hate it.
I love drinking.
You do, yes, but I hate it. Worst thing, I never drink because like I drink and I get like off track like 100% of the time. I can't get high. I can't get drunk like because I'm working all the time so much. Right. And the only times I do get drunk is on his vlogs. So that's just for the record. I feel like I need to put that out, right?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So yeah. Anyways, I hired you.
Mm-hmm. Talk about my performance.
Well, I will.
And also talk about how we got to the point where I'm not good at something.
Yeah, I will.
Because you're not gonna just blame it on me, will you?
100%.
Are you kidding me, dude?
I will blame. I will blame a big portion of it.
Imagine not getting trained. Imagine getting to work,
homie.
Are you kidding me?
I trained the shit out of you. I trained you for such a long time. Okay, well, we got way too far.
Wrong.
Way too
capital wrong, dude. Are you?
No,
dude. We would go in and we would just talk and laugh the whole fucking day. Of course, we didn't get anything done.
I understand that, but like,
I guess you did explain like the premise of what had to. I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're way too far into it because we haven't even gotten to like why you were bad and why I thought you were bad. Right. So when I hired you, first off, I'm awful at fucking hiring. I learned that like 2 weeks ago.
Wait, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Awful hiring in general. I am. That's a different topic.
You fired like everybody when we were there. So you
had
to have known.
That's what I'm saying.
If you
kept
on firing people for the last 3 years and you're just figuring out now, this is supposed to be a business podcast.
Sure.
So you should have figured that out 3 years ago.
No, but I'm being honest. Like, I know how to hire people, but like there's a very particular way to do it, and there's a very particular way to retain employees.
You guys didn't have a vetting process.
Sure, and now we do, but
Right.
At that time, we didn't. Regardless, you're not a bad employee. You know, you were bad at your job, I would say.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we hired you. I did train you. Okay, you're wrong. I trained you. I did. How did I not train you? Explain that. Cause
I mean,
I'm not understanding.
it's a totally different kind of training because I came from like corporate, you know.
Sure, you have a book that says
right,
you have to do A to Z.
So I was like used to that, and this would be, I guess, the first position that gave me like freedom.
Yeah,
and,
like a small business.
Yeah, yeah, and like you told me I didn't need to know anything about plumbing to do it, which is
half true,
half true, because everything that came was like, I don't know how much this is. I have to go ask someone how much. It's like so many steps I wasn't used to. Sure. Not saying that the steps were incorrect. It was a bunch of steps that I wasn't used to doing. And in order to get to the end result, I have to go through like 5 or 6 people. I'm used to just everything on my own. So I think that's why I also didn't like it. You think that I couldn't be good at it? I think I could. If I 100% did it, like, and went into it and gave it my all, I think I could do it. I just don't want to do that. Because then you're saying I'm not smart enough to figure it out.
That's not true. I don't think you were smart. You weren't smart enough. You just weren't motivated enough.
Exactly. I wasn't motivated. Didn't want to. Also didn't like it. I was there for you.
Sure. Yeah.
I would have fucking quit when I got offered the other CBS job back. And
that's what a lot of people stay though for, is there for their leadership. They don't stay because the job is awesome. They stay because they like the people that they work with. Ultimately, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, you were trained, and at a certain point, obviously, you started making mistakes, and then at that point, I was like, you know, having these conversations with you day in and day out, like, okay, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. And the reason I'm mentioning all this, just for everybody to understand, is I want small business owners that watch this, maybe in the future too.
Use me as an example.
Sure. I mean, yeah, that for one, but also understand kind of what you have to go through if you want to be in a small business and just start a business in general, because there's a lot to it, and this is just a very small portion. But I would have these conversations with you day in and day out about how you're either doing a shit job or, like, we just had this conversation yesterday, what's going on, what's wrong. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's what I, like, really never understood about you, is that, like, I would have a pretty serious conversation, and I feel like you would understand it. Mm-hmm. You just would not do it the next day, yeah, like at all.
But think about, yeah, no, you're right. But think about even like when you fired me the first time. It's just like a conversation, and then it just like moves on. Dude, I'm the person that, like, when I don't want to do something, I'm not doing. Like, I'm just not gonna fucking I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, but I was paying you though. You're not my fucking friend.
You could pay me $200,000.
I know you would never do it. I understand, but it's not about that. It's the fact that, like, if you're getting paid any type of money at work, like, do your fucking job. Like, that's what you're meant for.
True.
So why were you not doing your fucking job, man? Do
it. Okay, so in a normal scenario, I would have quit, right? Sure. I talk to employees when I was working there, like, I wanted to quit, but I'm not going to because Ilya. And it all stems back to, like, plans and stuff that you put in place. So I was only there. So there's 2 things.
Forget about the plans, because the current employee I have doing it does the same exact shit that you did day in and day out with no changed, like, procedure.
Yeah, because they want to do it.
Absolutely not.
I don't know.
Absolutely not. They don't want to do it. You know why?
I mean, I don't even like the job I'm at right now, but I do everything. It's just a very simple. I just want a simple going to work, get my shit done, and leave. Yeah,
I mean, you don't get that.
Yeah, for this position and for the salary, to me, it wasn't worth it.
Okay, whatever. So, anyways,
I knew that you were gonna get rid of me eventually. Okay, like, come on.
No, that's not true. Well, I had these conversations with you. I ultimately ended up firing you, and then my dad and I, who are partners in business in the plumbing business that I own, had a conversation, and we said, hey, you know, Jeff is a really good person, right? You have soft skills. That's like what they call them. Mm-hmm. You know, you're moldable. And we said, let's keep him. Let's see what he can do if we have this conversation with him. So we had the conversation with you, right?
Well,
we're
first
like, first I fired you.
First you fired me.
And then I'm like, okay,
and you gave me 2 weeks like a nice person would.
Sure, which most people don't.
What? Yeah, I appreciate that.
So, and then I was like, okay, look, you have one more shot to do whatever you need to do. You can't fuck up. You can't slack off. And at that point, like, because day in, day out, we had like very I don't know how to explain it. Like you and I have a very strange relationship, right? At work, at least, where it's like we know each other as friends, and it's obviously harder to work if you know each other as friends.
Insanely harder to work.
Yes, but after the second time, I had the conversation. And I was like, look, I understand we're friends, but you have to do your job. Mm-hmm. So after the second time, or after the first time I fired you, when it came around to the second time, I truthfully never understood why you didn't take the second time seriously. I understand the first time, but the second time around, I don't understand why you weren't like, okay, yes, Ilya's my friend, but I really have to fucking work.
I feel like the second time,
and you had a lot of money under your control. Like you had
the least amount of my life too.
What?
The least amount of my life.
What do you mean?
Money under control, job wise.
Okay.
So like small business.
Sure, but to me,
CVS,
millions,
percent wise, probably yeah.
You probably had like 30% of my revenue in your hands,
right?
And you were fucking.
And you kept on giving it to me over and over,
right? Which is ultimately my mistake. I would never do that again.
You need
ever.
Not if someone like me came, you have to fire them within within a few weeks and get rid of them.
Yeah.
When I was at work, I was like thinking of ways to make money like outside of this job. Like that's
what a normal person does. I mean,
yeah, but no, because I didn't want to do the actual like job. It was just it's a weird situation that's never happened to me before in any other. I was just there because I guess we were friends, and
so maybe
maybe
that's why.
Like what else it was. It was just there wasn't really that many serious conversations. I mean, there was, but it's always. With me, it didn't feel serious. Speaking truthfully.
Right.
Because it was just like, then we have the conversation, but 2 seconds later, we're fucking laughing about sushi and shit. And like, we went for 2 weeks, I didn't do anything when I was sitting in your office.
What?
I didn't do any work.
What do you mean?
The 2 weeks when I was sitting in your office.
Yeah.
We were just talking the whole time. Like laughing and shit. I have like a 5-minute video of us just like... It's so fucking funny.
Oh dude. Yeah. So Jeff and I had this bright idea where he like wasn't performing well, and I was like, okay, how about this? You move next to my desk, and I'll control you. I'll make sure you're doing everything.
Yeah, and then you just didn't get your fucking work done,
and then when he moved, so like, nobody got their work done. And it was a fucking horrible. We talk about like, how do we record this?
Yeah, just like, how are we supposed to record shit?
Yeah.
That's all we talk about, and just laugh.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, it was definitely my fault, and something that I would suggest is never become friends with your employees.
You told me that at the time.
Yeah. It's a horrible idea.
Like, when I first got hired in the first, 2 weeks, you, were working, you looked at me, you want to hang out?
I never said that. That's a fucking lie.
No, you did.
No way.
You said, want to hang out? But it was a joke. You didn't actually want to hang out with me.
So, I mean...
Yeah, because you don't hang out with employees. You said that to me.
Right.
In the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, you never hang out with employees. You never make friends. Also, I don't understand how people that are in family businesses do it with, like, their brothers or sisters or wives. Like, that blows my fucking mind. I could barely work with my dad.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It's...
With your dad.
Yeah. I mean, he's a different level of crazy. But I'm saying in general, like, a brother working with another brother, or like a husband working with a wife, like how?
I agree. I couldn't do that. I can never work with like what. And then what if something happens?
Right. Well, yeah. Actually,
especially with a wife or something.
I interviewed somebody that had that situation. They were like a co-partner, whatever, part of the business, and they were interviewing for my company because they were getting a divorce.
Right.
And it's like that causes so much chaos. I feel like it's just so unnecessary.
Yeah, I can never do that. It would have to just be me. I wouldn't even go in a partner with someone else. Would you?
Well, I'm doing it right now. And so are you technically.
Fuck. True.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
No, but if it's
this is different though because okay, it's not different.
It's not.
Because think about it in any other way, one person's always going to be above the other person with either how much capital they can bring to something, or how much money they have. Like,
or how much influence they have.
A lot of influence. I have zero.
Right.
I can get that.
But in some ways, it doesn't work without the other person, right?
Exactly. Like, it doesn't work without you.
Right.
This.
Yeah, but I'm not saying this necessarily. I'm just saying in general.
Right.
But I don't think that's the situation in a husband and wife partnership. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying I can't imagine doing that and being happy, but do what you got to do, I guess. So I guess we talked about me firing you 2 times now. So we can get into what you like, interviewing each other.
I have nothing for you.
Nothing.
I'm
perfect.
Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
No, 100%.
I
think you're perfect.
That's a lie.
I wanted to move in here.
In my apartment?
But someone stole it from me.
That'd be weird.
I was thinking of just like staying here anyways.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, nice.
So I guess I'll interview you.
Okay.
About me. What's your favorite thing about me? It's a hard one.
Your handshake.
That's your favorite thing about me?
Yeah, that's my favorite thing
like
about
it?
You. Yeah. I like how fucking shitty it is.
No.
It's so bad.
Give me it.
No, dude.
It's a fucking lie. Dude, it's the best handshake
Dude, it's
ever.
so bad.
Somebody shake my hand.
Come here.
Come here. Shake my fucking hand. That's a good handshake, right?
All right, that one's okay.
Shake mine.
Bro, what are you talking about?
What's better?
To be honest, for once he had
What the
dude.
I'm the
you're-
one time and we're
once.
recording it and you're gonna give me that shit?
To
Okay.
God, for once.
No.
You're lucky this time.
Okay, what's your least favorite thing?
Your handshake?
Actually.
I'd
actually really like to know this because like criticism is fucking awesome.
You live in your own bubble. That's what I think.
What does
Like
that
you
mean?
live in your own little bubble and you expect everyone to be able to do the same shit that you can do, I feel.
What does that mean? Like if I'm able to do something that like afford something like monetarily?
Not just monetarily, just like anything in general. Or you feel like you're giving other people opportunity and they're so stupid if they don't want to take it type situation.
Okay, give me an example.
This podcast.
You're saying that. Are you talking about you?
Huh?
Are you talking about you specifically, like in this?
No, I feel like anybody. Like the way that you just like don't show up for the regular time to do stuff, and you're like your own little thing. And
wait.
People around you, I don't think that you.
What don't I
notice
show up for?
how they feel?
What don't I show up for?
Well, like this, you couldn't even make it on time, or at your apartment, you couldn't even get the right lighting.
Well, I'm sick. I'm sick, and I took a nap. Okay.
Yeah.
I needed that.
And then you like came out and we were trying to like hype it up for an hour, and you couldn't just fucking put on a shirt and start so we could get the right lighting that we've been talking about for fucking 2 days. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard for you because you live in your own bubble. You don't give a fuck if all these other people. No, if we all have to wait on you and we get the wrong lighting, you don't fucking care because it's your fucking bubble. And the lighting is now fucked. We had a beautiful lighting.
Yeah, we had a sick view.
It was sick, and he couldn't just 45 minutes prior. Just can't get ready.
I have one of the
can't start.
Not to brag.
I don't understand.
I have one of the coolest fucking views in the city, and the next podcast that we do, we'll be sure that it's seen because it's a really neat
nice.
view.
It's really good. Right now, it's just reflections.
Yeah,
which is pretty nice as well, I guess.
Okay, so I live in my own bubble. Yeah. I don't give a shit about anybody else.
Can I ask the audience?
Sure.
Raise your hand if you agree.
So, two out of
disagree completely.
You disagree?
Yeah, I've known him for 3 weeks. I think that Ilya expects out of everyone what he expects out of himself. He wouldn't expect someone else to do something what he wouldn't expect himself to do. Repeat that into the mic.
You.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you repeat that because you probably.
So basically, Ilya expects from others
what I expect
he
of myself.
From himself. And that's, dude, I mean, that's a saying. Don't do your best, do my best, right? Like if you're telling someone, don't do your best, do my best.
How is that a bad thing though?
It's not. That's a good quality. I'm not saying that. I don't think that's.
So you just don't like that about me?
No, the bubble thing was like timing, stuff like that.
Okay.
It wasn't always just.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I definitely.
I understand. Like you're really good at a lot of things that you do, so you expect a lot from other people, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't think that that's like a bad quality. I don't think anyone who's successful doesn't have that quality unless they got it from some sort of luck. You know. Everyone's pretty motivated and expects the people around to be motivated, and no one would be anywhere.
I agree.
But yeah. Okay. Just other things like, oh, just buy it then. Just do that then. Just move to the city then. Like stuff like that. It's not everyone could do that. And I don't know if sometimes you're joking or serious. Like I can't tell.
I'd say most of the time I'm serious.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you should just be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know? Like just
I get that you're like that, but or not understanding like I don't want to move to the city.
That I have a problem with that 100%. Because I feel like
like I just don't want to live in the city. I don't understand like why that's a thing. Because you like to live in the city, everyone else should fucking like it too. But people have other tastes.
I agree. I don't know.
I don't understand. You'd be closer to work. Like I'd rather have a house. Not that I have one now.
You can have a house in the city.
No, I don't want to live in the city. I don't understand what you don't get about that.
I get it. I do.
I'll drive an hour.
I guess I don't get it. Like honestly.
And earlier I was just like, yeah, I was gonna move in here with you,
right?
but
yeah, I was looking for apartments right next door, $1,800 a month.
Yeah, no, they were like $1,800 a month for a fucking studio.
Yeah,
it would only to be closer to like work or something.
You could fit 2 people in the studio.
No.
If you, I mean, probably not with like a cat. You probably wouldn't be able to do it.
Why? Cats?
Pretty fucking big, bro. Cats.
A cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, a tiger.
Yeah.
You have a tiger. All right. I didn't know you're gonna fucking rail me that hard. People are gonna think I'm a fucking piece of shit. No one's gonna fucking follow my dumbass. You fuck.
No, this is real, bro. This
Keep
is what
that
people
in.
want to know.
Keep that in.
Oh no, I'll keep whatever.
No, this is what people want to fucking know, bro.
Okay. No.
No, come on. That's a good fucking question because I can answer it really fucking well. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ask the fucking question, Jeff.
Why don't you still post to YouTube? Is that like...
Ask the
question. All right,
what
don't...
Lack of motivation. Okay. You have a complete fucking lack of motivation.
Yeah.
It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro.
It's true.
It's insane, bro. It's through the fucking... It's crazy because you're one of the smartest motherfucking people I know, but you're so unmotivated it makes me fucking want to punch you in the face.
It's true.
Genuinely. I want to beat the fuck out of you because you're so unmotivated. And I don't understand why.
I guess I just don't get... I don't care about enough things.
It's fucking insane. How could you not care? You only live one time.
I know, and I'd rather have... I'd genuinely rather have that IS350 than the Lamborghini. 1,000 fucking
no,
percent.
that's fine.
Dude.
That's fine. But you're not going to even get the fucking Lexus. Why? Because you're fucking unmotivated, bro.
True.
It's not even about the Lamborghini versus the Lexus.
But I'd also rather just have this like dead-end job, live at that house, and drive the car I have right now. 100%. And like just do what I want to do after.
Why?
Because I have one life. What do you do? What do you do like all the time?
You don't get... I work, but I work so I don't have to work later because I have a lot of life left in me. You understand? And so do you.
Yeah, and some people want to do that. That's just not...
And you just don't want to work. That's just
no, I like the job I have right now. I like being a buyer. I don't mind it. It's easy. It's what I do. But save the company money, and then I'm done with my day. Why do those jobs exist? Why do the fucking 99% of the people do what they do then?
I mean, I don't know. Some of those people fucking do that and then do something else to make more money. You know,
or some just have one job.
Yeah, but I mean...
Most people have that. Again, bubble.
Sure. No, not true. Not in this case because bottom line is you don't have any fucking money.
True.
So you're not in the position to be like, all I have to do is work this job because that's not true.
No, I can get by here. I just...
Get by is not a way of living.
I'm used to it.
It's a shit thing to get used to.
Yeah, and I just don't have money to do things that you want me to do, like come out here all the time.
You don't even have to fucking come out here. I'm good with seeing you one time a week, to be honest, but like...
Yeah, no, that's all I want to come out. I'm not coming out here 2-3 fucking times.
No, yeah, fuck that. I'm barely even home, so that's not even a problem. The thing is, like... Again, it's just going back to like, why don't you just do something fucking you want to do? Like, I get that.
Like what?
I don't give a fuck. What do you like? You like strawberries?
What do you?
Strawberries, bro.
What do you want to do?
I want to do this. This is one of the things I want to do. I want to start a real estate company, a real estate apartment.
I want to start an advice podcast.
Okay, great. Then fucking do it.
All right,
we're doing it right now.
Okay, it's shit though.
This is okay. We're 25 minutes in.
What is the actual fucking podcast? What is this podcast?
I said it in the fucking beginning. It's an entrepreneurial / advice / interview podcast. We can have different guests on the show to interview.
So is it just going to be, who's it going to be our first guest?
I don't know yet, but it's not, I don't know. I don't know, but
Is it posted in 2021?
I feel like
we don't post any. We do like 5 and then dip.
I feel like whoever it is, it doesn't matter because the questions that we ask would ultimately define if it's good or bad, right?
True. Yeah. I mean, I just don't like the business template.
Interviewing businessmen and women?
Yeah, I don't care about that. If you want me to do what I want to do, then I wouldn't fucking be doing the podcast. I would be doing the advice podcast.
Okay,
something
but
that I think is funnier. Something that we could do every day.
But that's the problem. You would never do that.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't start it because you're unmotivated.
I have you. I would start it with you. I would be 100% happy and motivated to do it and come out here. But I don't like your idea. I think it's a bad idea for this podcast.
People coming out and being like, "Hey, advice on what?" I'm confused.
You have to listen to another podcast that do it.
I don't listen to podcasts because I don't like taking other people's ideas. So I just want to do my own thing.
Advice is not an idea that was just made.
I understand, but like, I don't know. Tell me what you see. I don't understand what you're trying to like. Depict.
You have 509,000 on Instagram.
Yeah,
a lot of people would want to ask you questions.
Sure. Right?
Or they're in funny situations. That would get
motherfucking old real quick, bro.
So we're just gonna interview business people about how they became.
It doesn't have to be business people. It could be anyone, and it doesn't have to be an interview every week. It could be, and again, I was trying to work it out. It's gonna be something.
How's it gonna be
good? It'll be something.
I'm just wondering, what are we doing like next Sunday? Something that's sustainable over time that is interesting to both of us.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
That's kind of the point, right?
Right.
Also, I mean, I could probably say this later, but a piece of advice is just to start, right? Like whatever you do, just start. That's also a problem you have. I'm sorry. I'm literally shitting on you so bad.
I know. You don't even post this shit.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going to get no traction, dude.
I love you so much.
My Twitch is going to get...
Jeff is a great human being. I promise you. If he had the money, he would donate it all. Genuinely.
That's actually genuinely true. What did I tell you? I told you one day. Oh yeah, if I had like $5,000, you need like $4,500. Because I just don't give a fuck. Yeah. If I won the Mega Millions, I would donate half.
I would donate all of it. Genuinely. I just I don't feel like you won. I feel like you just cheated.
Oh yeah. That's also why I don't want you to give me a Lamborghini, because I would have.
Hold on. Who said I'm getting you a Lamborghini?
Nobody. I'm saying, let's say you did, or like how David gets people's cars.
Yeah.
Like, get me a car that's okay, but I don't want like a Lamborghini. You're driving around a fucking $300,000 vehicle that you didn't earn at all.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Doesn't it? It feels weird.
Yeah, I mean,
like I would hate that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't, but I mean, I guess that's what defines us, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll let you buy me like cheap shit.
Dude, this is a $400 mic. It's not cheap.
You won't even let me bring it home.
Well, yeah, because I know you're gonna fucking keep it.
No, I'm coming back here every week. I leave.
Why do you need a $400 mic?
For my Twitch stream.
Really? You have a Twitch stream? Let's hear about it.
Let's actually not talk about it.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. But if you want to check it out, his Twitch name is Prince Jeff.
No.
What is it?
Cut that out.
If you want to check it out, his Twitch name is
Brokish.
Horrible fuck. I am Brokish, or is it Brokish?
No, just Brokish. Where'd
you get that from?
Brokeis. Your shirts? The in-depth shirts?
In that, not in depth.
That, what did I say?
The B is silent.
Oh, not in my language. Oh, okay. Cool. This podcast sucks. Good for you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the plan is for it to work. I don't have a doubt in my mind that it won't work. We'll make it work.
Right.
You know, whether it's me or you or us.
Or just me.
Probably not. It'll work though.
Yeah.
This is one of the questions that we wrote down. I don't think it's appropriate. Maybe it's appropriate. I don't know, because I don't consider myself successful yet. I think that I'm more successful than others my age.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
but you're still in like the 1%.
Maybe that's a good question to ask. Like, why do you think I'm more successful than most people my age or under me?
Your drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Definitely. Just like when you want to do something. I mean, even if you start a bunch of different things, right? Or have a bunch of ideas. When you start something, I mean, look at this. You had an idea, in like 3 days, we have this all set up.
Yeah.
So most people, including me, I would just talk about it. I've been streaming on Twitch for 6 fucking years. Never been successful because I can't even have a schedule. Because I guess I don't care enough. I don't know. It all comes down to like what you want to be, and you want to keep on moving up, and I'm just fucking stagnant. And I'm like happy.
That goes back to like the unmotivated part. But I feel like when you find something that
But
you like to do,
I am so when I was working at Fly.
Yeah, Fly Plumbing is the company name, by the way.
Sponsored. I guess I wasn't really happy like in my life and stuff,
which is a huge effect on your work, 100%.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, like with my mom sick and like all that stuff happened like around that time.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, I'm not saying that's why I was bad at my job.
Yeah.
I'm just saying my life in general at the time. But like now I'm way happier and I have the same amount of money. Before I thought it was the money making me like depressed, but it was just because I wasn't doing anything like with my life.
You're not doing anything with your life now.
To you, but to me, like me having a girlfriend, like saying you're not doing anything with your life, but still having like a full-time job, working 40 hours a week, and like that is a normal for most people. Just to you, it's not doing anything. Like I'm satisfied going to work, working the 40-hour job, hanging out with my girlfriend, and that's that. I don't need like. To me, I'm successful if I'm happy, and I'm happy in this situation. So to me, that's it.
Do you think that there's a certain job or a certain thing that you could do to make you motivated, like naturally?
Oh yeah, like something in like technology sector or computers.
Okay, let's say you started a computer company where you built computers just all day, every day.
Yeah.
You'd work 90 hours a week.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'd just be building computer. Every computer I built is more money in my pocket. What the fuck? Of course I'm not going to go home.
Why don't you do that? That's my question. That's what I want to get to, bro. Why the fuck don't you do that? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, well, nobody knows. You figure it out.
Yeah, I guess maybe I don't care enough to try to see how, because I just don't think that.
Do you need someone to like fucking push you? Like, do you need me to like call you at 7 a.m.?
I need a small loan of $1 million. My credit is shit now.
Speaking about loans, let's talk about your credit. I want to know everything. How the fuck did you? Yes. All right. Because I genuinely don't know. I know you're fucked with credit. And how did you get to such a bad spot? Mm-hmm. And where are you at now? And how has it gotten so much worse than it originally was?
So it's because I didn't have a job for 3 months.
When you were fired?
Yeah. I went from
no.
I didn't
before me.
I wasn't.
You were always complaining about credit cards at work. Always.
True, because the minimum payments were high, but I could afford it and like skate by. But at this point, I can't. So I had to get a debt consolidation company, and I pay $250 a month versus $600 a month. It was my minimum payments. Now I pay $260 for $10,500.
What's your credit score?
It went down from 720 to 480.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
How was it even that high before?
I know I didn't miss any payments. Just because you have a high amount of debt doesn't
mean
you have
that.
a bad score.
No, that's not always true. If you're using a large percentage of your credit.
Yeah, but that's only one factor.
Yeah.
There's multiple factors of it.
Yeah.
And that was still like a C because I was at 80% utilization, which a lot of people would say is really high, but it also averages out. It's like better than the average. Most people have a high utilization. But my on time, all payments were on time, everything. I never missed payments. It wasn't until I got fired when I started missing payments. And then I used my Discover card, which had a $4,500 max to pay for rent for 3 months.
How did you get to that spot though?
Because I didn't collect unemployment because I don't know why.
No, you don't understand
the question. I didn't.
How did you get to that spot of even having so much debt? Like, you understand that you make a certain amount of money and you can only spend a certain amount of money. Yeah. Right. So right. You overspent the money that you were not making technically, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty much. I mean, if I wanted like a new graphics card or something,
you just buy.
I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna have to pay this. I don't give a shit.
That's a horrible way.
It's just like a number to me.
Yeah. Well, now but you got yourself in a pretty deep.
What is the credit score? Fucking number.
That's not true
to me, because
now, but maybe.
So I can't buy a house.
That's not about a house. It's not about a house.
What like it doesn't to me it doesn't
any type of loan, bank, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
lender.
So I can't start like a fucking computer company.
I mean, you can. You got private investor.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, you would never fucking do that. Are you kidding me?
I would. What are you talking about? I would totally, because you built my computer. It's fucking great.
Yeah, but I mean,
dude, you took 2 hours. You charged me $300. I was more than happy.
I charged you $300. Yes. I don't think so.
Yes, you did.
What? You got ripped the fuck off. Shit. Yeah, I should start a company. $300.
Yeah, that's not.
I charged Dima way less.
I would have paid $800. I would have paid $1,000 for somebody to physically. Dude, that's so fucking much to like a regular person to set up a computer. But that's
yeah. I mean,
to a regular person, it's like
to
whoa.
Me, yeah, which is crazy to me, because I was like fucking 18 years old. I just Googled or YouTubed it. Anyone could just build a computer. It's like fucking 10 parts.
Yeah, but would anyone build a computer? Would anyone install a water heater in their home? Yeah, sure they could, but like they hired me.
I know. Isn't that insane?
Not really.
Like my dad's never paid for a plumber. Never paid.
It's
for
not really.
any
It's not really insane. No, it's not insane. It's called valuing your time. I don't think that I'm worth enough. I think that the $300 that I paid you is better than me spending my time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take you a lot.
I'm worth more than $300.
Yeah. I know. I get that. I'm saying computers is a different thing. I'm saying HVAC and plumbing. Like people don't know how to do anything in that regard. I bet 40 years ago they didn't use nearly as much.
No way. I mean, yeah, because everybody's hands off now.
To do. Yeah.
Especially with like the technology.
I think that's terrible. Do you think that is
not
affecting?
For me.
Do you think it's affecting like society at large?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's impossible for me to find any good employee ever. Like now, it's fucking. I literally have to like
do you think people are getting dumber?
Dumber in general, like the public?
Yeah, just their ability to figure something out.
I don't know. Can't answer.
Or do you think they're smarter?
I think in
certain. Do you think Fortnite helps?
I've never actually. I played Fortnite a couple times, but I think in general, like people are getting smarter about certain aspects.
Yeah. And
getting dumber about other, like, yeah, definitely.
We should go into cybersecurity.
What's that? Like you like insure my like.
Just cybersecurity. I don't really know what the fuck it entails. We should get into it.
That just sounds cool.
No, I mean it's up and coming. Let's just get into
cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, let's figure it out. Let's have someone on who could tell us about it. I'm not kidding. That would actually be good. Come back next week to maybe we can shit on somebody else.
Maybe it's not a shit on Jeff. Maybe it's not a shit on Jeff podcast next week.
What kind of interview is just shitting on someone the whole time? I was literally not expecting that at all.
It's truth.
Why didn't you at least tell me beforehand?
I didn't know I was gonna shit on you that bad.
Oh,
it all just came out. I'm sorry, dude, but it's true. Like everything, and I love you. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
And I want to make you better. I want to make you better.
No,
I really do.
But like, it was funny.
Yeah.
From an outside perspective, I don't see what I did. They didn't get anything of me in this thing to know why they would come back for the next episode at all.
Oh, because I don't fucking know. That's a great question.
You didn't ask me any fucking questions.
I didn't?
You were supposed to be interviewing me. You didn't ask me a question. You just shit on me about the job, which is fine, but it should have been like a 10-minute segment.
All right, I'll ask questions right now. What's your favorite color?
Invisible, like fucking, just like
infinity.
Yeah, just like no color. Something that's
just glass.
Of color.
You know what color glass is?
Glass?
Yeah.
Blue.
Green.
Is it green?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if you look at the side, it's green.
Pretty cool, right?
Why then, when you turn it, it's not green?
I have no idea.
Because it refracts.
I have no idea.
In the fucking diamond of the fucking, I don't know. Shit.
What's so funny?
Next. Businessman. So why is Dima not here? So what happened to Dima?
Dima moved to LA and he just wanted to like get out of Chicago. Which I understand. I want to get the fuck out of here too, but my company's here. And he wanted to start a like watch jewelry e-commerce like online sales business.
How's that going?
I don't know. He doesn't really update me about it, but every time I ask, I feel like it's the same response. And I don't know.
Does he remind you of me?
So much. It's actually
like in the unmotivated way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I love him. I never talk shit about. I mean, I tell it to his face. You know what I mean?
No,
like I tell you have to like speed it up. Like if you can't figure it out one way, figure it out the other way. Like don't make excuses every time I fucking call and ask what the update is. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that's where he's at.
So and then why did him leaving make you stop posting YouTube videos?
Here's the thing. I'll tell you why YouTube failed. I'll tell you for real.
See, a lot of influence from you. I feel like
I'll
people
tell you
put a
for real.
lot on you because you give the vibe of like that they can. So it's all up to you, and I think other people might not work or not.
I'll tell you what it
work,
is
but-
right now. I think that because one of my best friends is David, right? We would look to him and be like, man, he's doing fucking awesome things. Why can't we do the same thing? Right? That was my thing. I was like, man, I want to do what he does. And at the end of the day, we couldn't because he got to that level progressively. He progressed there. And it took him a while to perfect his craft, and we wanted to do it off the bat. And I think I was so upset that we weren't able to make that happen that I almost lost motivation. So it was definitely a big part my fault, along with the fact that the team's chemistry was just not there. Like, we would all show up at different times. Demon would show up like 4 hours late. He would also, like, if I had an idea, he just wouldn't want to do it because he'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, and for no fucking reason, right? Like, he'd just be like, I don't want to do it. I'd be like, why? Like, why don't you want to?
me?
No, it's different because it would make sense to do it, but we just wouldn't do it. And I don't know. And then after that, we just stopped. And like, he had, I don't know. I wish him luck in whatever he does, but I don't think that we're the best co-working partners. Would you agree with that answer? Okay.
Would you like to work for me? Is that what that?
I'd love
question
to
is? Work for me.
I'd love to work for you because I know that like you'd miss so much shit.
That you'd just be able to like, correct it and make it work, right?
Yeah.
If I had like a vision, and then you'd perfect it.
Oh my god. If like the computer thing, if you're like, dude, I want to start this business, I'd be like, I'm balls in. Let's do it. 100%. Because like I know how to run a business. I do. You know how to do the skill, the craft. And if we partnered up, I'd be like, let's do it. I mean, that's not really answering the question though, because that's
Linus Tech Tips version 2.
What?
Some people will get it. Continue.
No, nobody's gonna get that fucking joke. Nobody.
It's not a joke.
Okay.
It's not a joke. Just keep continue.
Anyways.
Don't do
That
that
doesn't-
because then we have to fucking cut that out.
Okay, fucking A. Whatever. Would I like to work for you is the question. Like, you be my boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because it'd be the same type of situation that we had at my company. Like, we just fuck around all day.
Yeah.
Except I'd have, like, the better end of the stick because I wouldn't be losing money. You would.
I would. Fuck off.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good
I
question.
should create a business then. Yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah. Where do you see this podcast going?
I don't think it'll last very long. I think it'll be like a 4 or 5 episode until we get
That's
to
an
like
absolute dog shit answer.
what? I'm giving you the honest truth. You asked me a question. Do you want me to lie? You can ask me
No.
again.
I don't want you to lie. It's just like such a fucking bizarre answer. I don't understand that. How do you have that fucking like mentality? That's so insane. I understand like being conservative, man. Fuck it. Like, let's be conservative. Let's say
No,
that this,
I
let's
don't
say that
think-
this fucking
I think
podcast
it's-
gets 500
I don't give a
views.
fuck if it gets 1 view
I
or
don't-
no
I don't-
views or we
genuinely,
never
I don't-
post it. I
yeah.
don't fucking care.
I know.
What I'm saying is I think that there'll be a different idea that comes and we go with something else.
Possibly, but it's going to be in the form of a podcast. That was the heat that turned off. It's going to be in the form of a podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
There's no,
maybe or just like YouTube or something. I
well,
think we'll do
this is going to
something.
be YouTube. I love this.
Third person.
I fucking love this. This today was great, right? I feel like it was great.
Our like connection has not gone through it all in this podcast.
I don't think so at all. I'm super connected to you. We're touching.
No, like
we're touching like flesh.
yeah, I've been
flesh
touching
to
you under
flesh,
the table the
bro.
whole fucking time. But what I'm trying to say is that like the funny factor.
It doesn't have to be drop dead comedy. It can just be entertaining.
It's funny, like our interaction. I think answering questions would be really good. We should just try it. Let's just try it.
I genuinely toned out for the last 15 seconds of what you're talking about, and I have those moments sometimes, but it's because I get uninterested.
Sometimes
Uninterested
you
in what
literally,
you're saying.
you don't read anything or answer any of the shit that I ask. Most it's because I'm drunk and there's no reason to fucking respond to me. So there's that. The advice thing. Can we try?
Yes,
the
we'll
advice
try
thing?
it. We'll
Okay,
try it.
everybody, we're trying the advice.
Yeah,
thing.
we'll try the advice.
We're gonna try an advice thing where people are gonna ask us.
Can you
for
please talk
advice
into the fucking
in
mic
their
for the
funny
fifth fucking time?
Okay, you asked me that's a fucking second time.
Oh shit, dude! Did I say our name of the podcast? At the beginning? I
Did
don't
we
know,
do an
it was so
intro?
long, it
I
was
thought
like
we
4
just
hours.
started. We've been doing this fucking podcast all day.
Okay, welcome to Take Notes. My name is. What else do I fucking say? You want me to fucking take my shirt off and run around?
We
Like,
did
what am I
that.
fucking
We
take
did
now?
it. I remember. I remember it.
Stop yelling.
I remember it. You already said
I
that.
said take notes? Okay.
Yes. No,
okay.
you didn't say the notes.
It's going to be info@takenotes.com.
Takenotes.com.
Info@takenotes.com. Send your
Info@takenotes.com.
advice questions there. Yes.
Yeah, that could probably be taken.
Absolutely
you can't
fucking
just
not.
tell them something and then it's
Dude,
taken.
I'm a
And then
genius.
fucking the guy who info@fucking info shit.com gets fucking 100 emails.
I'm a genius. It's not taken.
My mom cheated on my dad. What do I do? This guy's like, I don't fucking know who you are, dude.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right, guys.
Oh,
Well,
that's gonna peak.
Thanks for watching. This has been
Yeah, thanks,
entertaining
guys.
for me and for Jeff, I hope.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We'll see
see
you.
what happens
We'll
next
see
one.
you next week. Again, we don't know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with the flow and get something else to you. And again, it's gonna be business / entrepreneurial / advice / whatever the fuck Jeff wants. Because honestly, I'm sick of him. So, all
Yeah, whatever I want works for me.
right, guys. Thank you.
Sing all my melodies.